All right, guys, we are back again with another episode of Kuroko no Basket. We have episode 13 of season 3 here up and ready to go. This is the backstory, isn't it? Yeah, this is the Akashi backstory. That's awesome. I don't even want to talk for too long because I want to get right into it. I don't know, they hinted at it a bit, some kid quit basketball because of Kuroko. Akashi is mad about it or wants revenge about it. I don't even think they said that. I think that was just my headcanon that I came up with. Maybe I'm confusing things at this point. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hop right into the video. I want to know what Akashi's deal is. I want to know, his relationship with Kuroko, if it's wholesome or evil or what's going on. So let's just hop right into the episode and see what happens. So let's go. Oh. New OP. Oh, wait, did I already watch? I guess I already saw it, didn't I? Damn. Actually bangs, though. You know what? I actually think this might be my favorite song that they've used in an OP. It might be my favorite OP. All the scenes they're using, it all looks crisp. It's showing, some young moments from the Miracles. That's always hype. I like seeing them younger. That sounds kind of creepy. Do I want to cut that? I might cut that. I don't know. If this makes it into the video, I'll be surprised. But it's the last one, right? The last OP that we'll be getting. So I guess they wanted to make it a banger. Oh. Wow. It's where'd he go? I swear, I just felt a ghost. Oh, it's a lucky item. Obviously. Don't even ask such a stupid question. Yep, everybody. I like it. Everyone's pulling attention towards themselves. Not Kuroko. No. Oh, okay. A bit of drama with his father. That seems like such a theme with anime, even Asian shows in general. Me and my fiance just watched a K-drama where, of course, the rich kid has daddy issues. It's such a popular thing. Dads don't get rich by being nice people. Not possible. It's crazy. So what is he gonna get? Are all of them gonna be picked? The whole first string gonna be from this class, or at least most of the Miracles? And I can't. I'm pausing this just to try to see where the Miracles are, but none of them are in this group, or did they just not want to animate them? I can deal with Kuroko not being visible because that's his whole thing. Maybe they made that choice. Yeah, only made third string. That sucks. I guess, he wasn't great at basketball, right? Yeah, so they actually made the first string. People be like, what? Not possible. And it's all the Miracles, right? Yeah. Yeah, 5 of them, no doubt. Or 4 of them. I guess Kisei wasn't here yet. Yeah, man, his arc comes later. We know about it. What about that first guy? I forget his name. The white-haired dude that, is an asshole that was part of the Miracles. Was he not called yet? Or are they just discluding him because he was such an asshole? Blocking him out of the flashback? Fair enough, Kuroko, I get it. I wouldn't want to see him again either. Nice. So he's being, still supporting his friend. I wonder if the friend, gets upset because Kuroko eventually gets on the team. The note just said that he's riding the bench, right? So maybe he's gonna be jealous. Yep. It's extra practice. Hopefully that's what gets Akashi to notice him, because we know Akashi's the one that picks him out. Okay. Akashi being nice. Wait, his eyes are normal? See, that's the thing, is I don't know if his eye in present day is an artistic choice to show his ability. If he actually does have normal eyes, or did something happen to make his eye discolored? which is just very on theme for his power. Just coincidental. That's crazy. But damn, I did not think I'd see Akashi having game today. That's not what I thought. Kind of bittersweet seeing them hanging out like this after seeing the match of them against each other. They were obviously good friends. It sucks the toxicity that Akashi has gotten into him. Yeah. Man's looking for a literal miracle. It's like, I need somebody special. Somebody who has that ability. Kuroko just over there. Kuroko's probably literally standing behind him right now listening to the whole thing, but he just doesn't know. Oh, did man think he saw a ghost? No. Why is the ghost so nice? Weird. Such a nice man. Even after his like redemption and becoming like a nice person again, it's weird to see how like just fully considerate and kind he was in the past. Like, he's better, but he still has the sass in present day. Amine is still like kind of a bit of a prick. Better, much better than before, but sucks how like wholesome these guys were in middle school. Like, this is actually making me sad to see these relationships before all the drama caused by basketball. Not good enough. Damn. That's, the teacher or the coach just straight up coming out and saying that? That's a shitty coach. That's a shitty teacher, man. Straight up coming out and saying, like, yeah, you're too terrible. You can't make the team. Oh, and Kuroko crying. Yeah, and he's been practicing but gotten worse? How the fuck does that work? Yeah. Damn. So we actually, like, owe Akashi because he was going to quit. Or Amine. Okay. Maybe Amine knocks it into him? Yeah. Been through that talk many times. Giving up is never the right choice in a sport because what happens? What happens, man? That's all you think about is what could have been in my life if I hadn't given up basketball. Maybe I could have made it. Maybe I could have supported the team. Maybe I could have won a tournament, the big tournament. Maybe I could have made it there. You give up, you don't have that. You don't even get to think those thoughts. But man, Almine, bro, be this nice again. Please, we need this inspirational talk from you. You don't do this anymore. Well, he kind of does, but he says it in such like a cold way. He's helped out Kagami before, I guess. Like when he gave him the shoes, he gave him some talks, but it still wasn't like this level. It still wasn't this nice. But hey, at least now Akashi's getting introduced, and he sees the potential. He's like, hey, where did this man? Didn't even see you. Coming out. Straight up coming out, being like, hey, interesting. But so bad at it. Don't say it. Who failed? Didn't have to put it like that. Yeah, bro, I was literally just about to quit. She's like, no, sorry, that wasn't an insult. Yes, it was, Akashi. Oh, he just means he literally can't see any any ability in him. Damn. This makes me so sad. I thought I was going to be... Well, no, I kind of knew there was going to be some emotion in this backstory, but seeing Akashi being nice and actually, like, explaining his potential and helping him to, like, kind of experience his dream, Kuroko, in a way. Like, we haven't even gotten to that point yet, but I can already see it coming. Like, Kuroko was about to quit basketball, bro. And obviously, I mean, it helped by giving him that speech about not giving up. But Akashi's the one here who's coming and being like, you have actual, like, ability and potential, great potential in this game, and I'm going to help you unlock it. As far as he's literally seen, Kuroko sucks at basketball, bro. He's not good. But he sees this ability that's like underneath. It's wholesome. But then you look at him in present day, bro. And it doesn't even seem like the same dude. Okay. Spoke too soon. There's still that little bit of cold. Like, he didn't really just say anything mean, but the way he said it was a bit scary for no reason. Just pulling that out of his ass. It's like, you have no idea what you just unleashed, Aomine. I hope that's foreshadowing. I hope the very last play he does in the Akashi match is just some pass that just goes swoosh. Misdirection techniques. Damn, there's an actual book about it? That's awesome. That's very convenient. Thank you. 3 months. Come on, Kuroko. Show him what you got, bro. Yeah. Already pulling it out. I mean, his own teammates are probably having trouble figuring out what's going on. Impressive. Like, even back in this point, like, I don't think Kuroko explained that to him at all. I think he's just straight up watching Kuroko and figuring out this quickly, like, what he's done. Like, he's like, oh yeah, no, like, obviously Kuroko went to the library and picked up a book on misdirection and read it and practiced for 3 months about misdirection, a magic trick, blah blah. Like, he just knows. It's terrifying that he could just tell, like, so quickly. Damn, straight up boosted him to the first string. That's awesome. I'm right here. She's like, damn, I didn't see you. Props to Kuroko for never getting so fucking sick of that. I'd be tired of it after day one. Haizaki. Oh, that's his name, the dick. I forgot. Got a cold eye, you jackass. Oh, so maybe that's how Kuroko gets to get put in? Like, he's not going to be on the bench the whole time? Nice. Yep. We got an opening for you, buddy. Oh, first game. Immediately put in. Nice. You know what? I guess we got Haizaki to thank for something in his tenure here. Oh. Oh, no. Man, straight up dancing. He's getting sturdy on him. Oh, slower. We need even slower. It's funny how both teams just stop in the middle of the game. Like, they have time to just stop and stare at him. Tripped on my own feet. Yeah, that's nosebleed. Nice. Oh, they're already subbing him out? Oh. I mean, he gets there. We know Kuroko gets there eventually, but that's just sad. Damn. Just already. Like, he barely knows Kuroko and he's already bullying him. Classic Murasaki. I'll crush you. Oh, the phrase has been going for a long time, I see. That's not great. Kuroko being, like, sure, nerves for the first game is fair, but when you're making that many mistakes, you're gonna get some people pissed off with you. Oh, still dropped it too. Oh, got a clue? What, he doesn't like people throwing things? I don't get it. That's the point of basketball. Damn, this coach is brutal. Straight up. Oh, wow. Aomine putting his own, like, spot on the line too. After only knowing him. Oh, he's there. Of course he's there. Has to be. That's brutal. So this man, like, the coach is just a jerk, bro. Well, the coach and the teacher that was telling Kuroko before, like, you don't have a spot on the team. I think they're two different people. But both of them, man, like, these are middle school kids and you are chirping them. You're not giving them a chance to grow. That's awful for teachers. I don't know if that's just the way it is in Korea. I feel like I remember that. Maybe it was from earlier on this season. Like I remember some teacher being like a jackass, and I think someone commented saying that like that's just kind of the norm in Korea. Like some teachers are just assholes, and that's just how it is. Like they're strict there, I suppose, or they don't settle for failure, something like that. If that's the case, then fine. But still, Kuroko is obviously like he saw him play in like the practice match and has seen his potential. Just because he fails like in the first part of a real match against, like in his first match, he failed a little bit or a lot, but still that doesn't mean you should just throw him out. And I'm glad that Aomine's there standing up for him, which is good because Aomine, like even though he's a first year on this team, like he's still putting his spot on the line, and that's still obviously a big deal. That just shows how like incredible Aomine is already in this team, and it just shows how nice of a guy he is. Why can't he be that nice anymore? That pisses me off. I don't want to diss current Aomine, but he's nothing compared to this man. Second half, yeah. Been saying like, okay, get ready because your last chance. Oh. Have the will to fight. Yeah, don't draw attention to yourself. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Kuroko's like, hell yeah, I get it. Makes sense. Come on. Oh, and there he goes. There's the magic happening. Yep. Surprising even Midorima. Yep, fuck you, Haizaki. I still hate you. With impossible time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Akashi, all he had to see was Kuroko miss the catch of a wallet, and he immediately clicked that it's a timing issue. Like, it makes sense, obviously. Like, people in second and third, not quite as quick with it as first string players would be. Like, they're not as much, what's the word I'm looking for? Not as much urgency. That's the word. Not as much urgency as the first string would have, because they're so used to, actually being on the court, playing this like incredibly fast-paced game, especially when you're on a team with the Miracles, bro. Their reaction times are already ahead of everyone else. So of course Kuroko, he's so used to like, regular playing, like what you would do like just in normal middle school basketball. He didn't realize he had to step it up for people like this, like even pass the ball like a second earlier or however much earlier. Something as simple as that is so like complicated when it comes to this high stakes, intense, fast, rapid game. You don't have time to think about it. But Akashi, he knows, bro. He can register this stuff at like so quick of a speed. I didn't realize just how much we owed Akashi for Kuroko being in the place that he is in right now. Because without him, like, where would Kuroko be? Like, I think his dream would have likely died a long time ago. Like, back when Aomine was trying to get him not to quit. It might not have worked so well. Super easy, yep. Much of a difference when it worked. It's really funny how Midorima's voice is still so deep, even in middle school. But it's awesome that they're talking about how easy this is. Like, now that Kuroko's actually, like, in the game, and it just needed that little fine-tuning. And then all of a sudden the game's just, like, 10 times easier. Is he already going for the punch? No. Didn't have the strength behind it. Still got that middle school body. It didn't have the blue lines, but it was still dope. 6, man. Let's go. Everybody's so proud of my boy. Oh? Who's he calling? His friend? Texting him? You could do it. See at the Summer Nationals. It's a promise. Okay. So we didn't get any more story to do with that friend. Who could that be? Oh, man, so happy. Okay. That's it. Oh, okay. I thought we'd have a little bit more, like, wholesome stuff going, but that's okay. That's awesome. I'm very happy with that episode. I was expecting more story with, like, the friend. Obviously, I thought that we'd get a bit more on like why the friend was, why he quit basketball eventually, and I'm sure we will probably at the Nationals. It seems like that's what they're hinting at. But this episode, no, it was more focused on Kuroko, like getting his start in basketball. I didn't realize we never saw that before. That was one thing where like I never really clued in on. Like it was awesome seeing it from like Kisei, seeing it from Murasaki. I think we saw a bit of Murasaki and how he got into it. Maybe I'm misremembering, but Kisei's was the main one. I never really thought about seeing Kuroko and how he got started in it, but I'm glad they saved it for the third season, where like it hits a little bit harder because of Akashi's role. Like I said, without him, there likely wouldn't even be a Kuroko in basketball right now, which is weird to think about. Like when you think of Akashi, you don't think like that man is motivational, inspiring. He helps people. He apparently used to. Obviously, it seems like it's a bit more for a selfish reason. Like it wasn't specifically to help Kuroko. It was more to, improve his team so that they can be better, so that he himself can be on a stronger team. Where with Aomine, it seemed like Aomine was helping Kuroko just out of kindness, like just out of knowing how Kuroko is, how strong of a player he is, and he staked his own spot on the team for it, his own spot on the first string for it. Akashi, it seems, he was nice, but like I said, a bit more selfish. It felt like. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he was just a good dude, and I'm just being like blinded by his current self. That's the other thing, man, is it's weird seeing all these miracles in like, it sucks how it seems like basketball corrupted these guys. Like, it's almost like making me not ever want to play basketball because I feel like I'm going to go through a villain arc at some point. Like a majority of these players did. It seems like Aomine, Akashi, Murasaki Bada, Kisei was a bit of a tool after being in it for a bit. Well, he was a tool beforehand. And I guess basketball did make him a bit better. So that might be a bad example. But all of them, bro, like they kind of just turned into pricks because of how good they were at the game and how the generation of miracles made them get big heads, big egos. Haizaki, don't even get me started on Haizaki, bro. I'm pissed I even had to see him this episode. And I know he's in middle school, but he was still a tool in middle school. We already knew. We've seen him in middle school. He wasn't any better. It was fun to see Akashi and Aomine and like all of them being kind of different than their current, well, very different than their current selves, and seeing how they were before whatever drama occurs to like separate them and piss them off at each other. Akashi, he's a bit of a weird one because he is nice now, and he is sort of nice in present day, but still a bit of a prick. It's weird. He's nice to his teammates, but in like a cold way. I don't get his personality much, but it's still like you can see hints of him, his past self, in the current day self, but this much of a change. And the thing with his eyes too, like, did his eye color actually change? Or is that an artistic choice, an artistic style that they go with to represent his power? That's something else too about him. I have a lot of questions. Obviously, I think this backstory arc is going for at least one more episode, maybe two. I could see them dragging it on a little bit more just because of like, there seems to be a lot. Like, they still need to tell us what happens with the childhood friend. Why would he have quit basketball? Maybe because of something Akashi does, and that's why we're getting this backstory now. I could see it like maybe they go up against each other, like Kuroko goes up against him, it's an easy fight, like Kuroko, their team wins like so quick, and maybe they get introduced to the friend, and maybe Akashi's just like, yeah, this kid has no potential, like he's just cold with him. Maybe he's just like, I can't respect this kid because he has no potential whatsoever. He's not like Kuroko, he doesn't have anything, and maybe that makes the kid quit. Like, I could see it. It feels like there needs to be some kind of connection between Kuroko's friend and Akashi that makes it like purposeful that they tell us right now about that friend. There's some kind of personal emotional connection going on there. Maybe Akashi's the reason he quit. That's all. That's my conspiracy. Could be very wrong. It seemed like Kuroko had said like he quit basketball because of me. So it's maybe Kuroko did something, but maybe it's because he introduced him to Akashi. But you'd think maybe Kuroko would have worse personal feelings towards Akashi if it was something like that. I don't know. I guess I'll just wait for next episode. I'm guessing that'll be next episode is maybe the Nationals. Like we'll do a bit of another time jump and they're in the Nationals going up, meeting up with the friend. I don't know if the friend is someone we know already. Like, well, they said he quit basketball, so I don't know how we could have gotten introduced to him any other way. So I guess not. We'll probably get introduced to him. And maybe they'll just shit on him so bad that he quits. And that's why Kuroko like is so depressed about it. Like they're just too good of a team that he shows up his childhood friend and the childhood friend is just like sees how far behind he was left and quits. Like, I guess that's kind of the most likely option, I suppose. But also that makes me wonder, like, why does Kuroko... Like, why does he associate it with Akashi so much? Like, and why does he need to tell this story to his team? Sorry, I'm kind of just going off talking. I'm rambling at this point, but there's a lot of thoughts going through my head about this. Some sort of thing with Akashi caused the drama, and I guess that it also has something to do with his weakness, like why it's important for our team to know. I'm looking forward to next episode, finding out that whole thing. It's going to be a bit dramatic, I suppose. Likely might be some emotional moments between Kuroko and his friend, or, you know, maybe we'll already see like why the Miracles kind of disband and break up, other than just like graduating middle school. Maybe it's not anything more dramatic than that, but just this episode, it was great for showing like Akashi helping out Kuroko and showing us how much like he did for him. In a way, it's giving me more respect for Akashi because he could have ignored Kuroko. He could have just been like, no, his plays are like terrible. Like he can't really do anything. He could have ignored his ability, just kind of went with other people's gut feelings. Like, no, he's not that good. Well, Almine, he still saw potential in Kuroko, but I don't think he could have gotten nearly to the point that Akashi did, at least not as quickly. He might have eventually realized it, like later on, that Kuroko could do something with, you know, passing or whatever, or the misdirection. But Akashi, he was kind of like immediately like, you have potential here. I can see it in you that you can pull off like great things with your dormant ability that you have right now. And Almine, he was more just saying like, don't give up. Like, good advice, great advice. But you need to be a bit more specific. Otherwise, like, what exactly is Kuroko going to work on? So Akashi, like, he was a good team player, at least Akashi. He still kind of is, like, in a more twisted way. And I respect him. I respect him for it. I like Akashi's character. I'm saying it for the some 10th time that I love his character, or I enjoy watching his character. And that's still the case. I prefer his middle school self, but his current self, if there's a bit of a redemption arc to kind of redeem him in current day, like maybe bring him back to his middle school self a bit more like what happened with Almine, I'm down for it. He is a very odd individual. Like, he isn't the most sane, it doesn't seem like. But if they can somehow calm him down, bring him back to this version of him, which still doesn't seem like all that... I don't know if sociopathic is the right term. That might be way too strong of a term for him, but it seems like he's just odd in a way. Like, sometimes he just talks so cold. I bring it up almost every time I'm talking about this, but he almost stabbed Kagami with scissors, bro. Like, what turned him into that? What turned him into that level where he like knew Kagami was going to dodge it? Either way, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with almost stabbing a guy. That's kind of my whole ordeal. Is there a good reason for him to coming to that point of almost psychotic behavior? Well, pretty much psychotic behavior. And is there redemption? I'm sure they are going to redeem him because I know he's in the movie. So it's not like they're going to get him arrested for attempted murder or anything like that. But I'm sure they're going to redeem him. But like, is it warranted? That part of him? I don't know. Like I said, I already like his character, so I think I'll easily be swayed. But either way, I'm looking forward to next episode. I want to see his backstory and what turns him into this. I hope they give it. I hope it's good, though. I hope it's a good reason, and it's not just like, oh, they split up, he became cold or something like that. I hope there's good reason for it, and it makes me like feel something. Maybe I'll feel bad for Akashi seeing something and like kind of understand him a bit more. That'd be nice. That'd be cool to understand him more, because right now I'm pretty lost with him. Anyway, though, I think that's kind of it. I don't think there's much else to say. enjoyed the episode. I'm glad it's kind of moving into next episode too. I'm happy to get more backstory. I'm happy they didn't rush it and try to fit everything with like the friend and the start of the miracles all in one episode. It's good that they kind of spread it between 2 or 3. I'm happy about that. So I think I'm just going to end this video off here. Nothing else for me to say. If I missed anything, just let me know down in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay updated on this series up until like obviously the end of season 3, and I'll be doing the movie, of course. And I do have a Patreon link down below if you want to support me a little bit more. Gives you early access to these videos, and it's just highly appreciated from me. And that's it. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.